Hello, FCS parents. Man, what a crazy week it has been. Last week was a really rough week between the fires, the evacuations, the smoke, the air quality. It's a really rough week last week. Thankfully, this week things are returning a little bit to normal, at least here on school campus. I know there's still people dealing with a lot of issues involved with the fire. Obviously, people that have lost their homes, they're going to be dealing with that situation for a long time. A lot of cleanup taking place. There are still firefighters and first responders dealing with the Atlas fire. It's about 85% contained, but they still want to get that thing squashed and taken care of. So there's still needs out there, and here at the school, we're still praying for all those that have been affected by the fires. In fact, I still encourage people to go out and volunteer and help out wherever they can. There's a lot of opportunities to help out even after the main part of a situation like this is over with. In fact, the cleanup and the recovery usually requires even more work, and unfortunately most people kind of put it out of their minds once the danger is gone, but there's still a lot of work to be done. So I encourage people to go out and volunteer. In fact, last week I got to volunteer with Convoy of Hope. Convoy of Hope is a faith-based organization that goes out and helps in disaster situations. They've been all over the country recently, down in the south dealing with the hurricanes, here in the west dealing with the fires. There's a tornado in the Midwest just recently. They're actually there helping out situations in that. They help out with situations all around the world. And so I got a chance to help out with Convoy of Hope last week. One of the days we were off here at school, I figured I'm not here at school, I might as well make myself useful somehow. So I got a chance to help out unloading trucks full of water, distributing that water into other trucks, and then I actually got to deliver some water out into Napa, into some areas that were affected by the fires. And it was just a great opportunity. But I also got a chance to talk with the regional director for Convoy of Hope for this area, Jim Huey. Gained a lot of information. It was actually a very educational day for me. And one thing that he wanted to encourage me to encourage other people, and that's what I'm doing now, is to get yourself or your churches involved with larger organizations. It's important in these crisis situations that there's a lot of coordination, a lot of collaboration, people working together. I thought it was fantastic. So many churches came together to collect donations and things like that. Unfortunately, there were too many donations collected. In fact, the place I was at, it was a distribution center. There were people coming in all day long getting things that they needed. There were families that lost everything. And so they had no clothes, they had babies and they had no diapers. They needed food and water, and so these distribution centers were just distributing these types of things to these people. But quite honestly, they had to stop taking donations. I was in their storeroom. Their storeroom was completely full. They couldn't take any more donations. And they were saying, come back in like 2 to 3 days. We need to refill the storehouse at that point. But because there wasn't a whole lot of coordination, there were a lot of donations being taken and nowhere to take those donations. Whereas if the churches had better coordination in terms of what exactly they needed, it would have been a much better situation in terms of collecting those things and distributing those things out. It also helps to get involved with larger organizations because they have clearance. For example, Convoy of Hope has clearance with FEMA. If there's a disaster situation, they are allowed into those areas right away to start helping out. Most places can't get in right away until things are considered safe. For example, when the earthquakes took place in Haiti, a lot of churches started sending people down to Haiti to help. And when they got to Haiti, the officials there stopped them, turned them around, and sent them right back home because they didn't have clearance to be there. But if you're involved with a larger organization, such as with Convoy of Hope did have clearance to be there. So any volunteers with Convoy of Hope were allowed right into the country to start helping. So as churches, we need to be out there. When there are issues going on, when there are problems, the church needs to step up and help recovery, to help with people that are dealing with all these various problems. We need to meet their physical needs so that the hope is we can eventually meet their spiritual needs as well. So I encourage you to get involved with large organizations, take classes on crisis management. I know Jim said when he first took one of his FEMA classes, he was told that he was the first person from a faith-based organization ever to take that crisis management course, which was kind of disheartening to me. More and more churches, we need to be involved in these types of things because we need to be making a difference in the world. And these are the types of situations where we can show our love for the world in extreme ways by just helping out, especially when crises like these take place. All right, so here at the school, like I said, things are returning back to normal for the most part. I know we've still got a few families dealing with a few things, but again, we're still praying for them. We do have a few events coming up here very quickly. We've got Spirit Week coming up. That's going to be October 30th through November 3rd. During that week, we'll have information going out about that, hopefully by the end of this week. It's going to be a fun time. And just remember, parents, if your kids are participating in Spirit Week, that's awesome. If they're not, then it's still normal dress code days. It's not free dress code if they're not dressing out for Spirit Week. They need to be in uniform if they're not dressing out or Spirit Week. And then in the next week after that, we've got November 10th. That's Veterans Day. No school on November 10th. Time to recognize our veterans and celebrate all that they've done for our country and the freedom of our country. And then, of course, not long after that, we've got Thanksgiving break coming up. I cannot believe I'm saying we've got Thanksgiving break coming up. It's a little over a month away. It's kind of crazy. There's still a lot of stuff going on here on campus. The kids took the PSAT tests last week. That was rather fun and exciting. I think it opened some of the eyes of some of those high school kids and like, wow, these tests are no joke. But that was a good experience. And like I said, we've got a lot more things coming up on the calendar. We do have our variety show coming up in December. We'll get you more information about that. We've got things, we started the organizational process, and as we kind of firm up some of the locations and dates on that, we'll definitely let you know about that as well. But the kids are preparing acts for our Christmas variety show this year, so I'm really looking forward to that as well. Like I said, information for that will be coming out very soon. All right, hope you guys have a good week. If you guys have any issues or you guys have any needs, especially concerning these fires and things like that, please let us know. We want to be able to help pray with you. If we can help you in any physical or tangible way as well, we'd love to be able to do that. But if we don't know there's a need, then we can't help meet that need. So make sure you let us know if we can help out in any way. Hope you guys have a great week. Hopefully everybody's safe. I hope to see you guys real soon. Have a great week. God bless.